What's up, homies? I'll be honest with you, I've been kind of just living the dream. For me, that's vibe coding, hanging out. I've been working on studies of different spatial simulations and engines and that sort of thing. The rooms are cycling. We got someone moving in next month. We got someone moving out the month after that. Business as usual. Mostly I get my time to myself, and on Friday mornings I like to subject myself to this early morning men's group, bunch of high quality guys, including some sales guys, but also some real estate guys, some law guys, and some guys that work for local government, a bunch of older, mostly very successful guys. Nice group to be in, and that's it. I get to choose how I spend my time, and that's really one of the underlying reasons. It's not one of my personal top reasons. I actually unretired to get back into business, unretired back into software, so I can start picking up homes on conventional home loans. Unconventional to unretire to do this, but wanted to get in and challenge myself. I hadn't really done business at that level before, and I'm glad I did. I am, even though the numbers are still in the process of turning positive and making up for their down investment, even though we're about 4 years into this journey. It's all worth it for me. This came up when I was talking to my cousin recently about real estate investing. Let's be realistic. There's a very easy alternative, which is just putting your money into index funds, and that's no extra work. That is truly passive. Real estate, not passive. Managing rental real estate, not passive. And in a lot of places right now, the numbers don't work. They don't. So if you can be creative, which is hard to do with no experience, good. Go for it. But don't think that, some sort of like, all my money down, no debt is going to make a difference. For me, looking at the numbers 4 years ago and 3 years ago, the numbers only worked because of the leverage I could have on a conventional home loan, right? That's leverage without added risk, right? A lot of, could you get hard money loans for investing in the stock market? Sure. But I don't have to take a hard money loan. That's not the shape of the risk I have to take for real estate. I can take a flat rate, low rate, conventional home loan. So the risk for the actual vehicle of money-making potential that I get in real estate was worth it, right? If I put 5% down, we're looking at roughly a 20x leverage on the actual asset that I have that I can then rent out. It's a bit different because there's a lot of fees that get put in up front. And in the case of my second property, I was more ambitious and picked up something that had more work to do. But everything's going smoothly, as I'm saying. Not everything's guaranteed. The bottleneck in my business, I would say, is still the tenant acquisition pipeline. I'm still relying quite a bit on a social media giant whose name shall not be mentioned. Check out my other videos. And but it works. It works. It's a little bit of a waiting game. Honestly, when I look around, I can see for rent signs at some locations that have been up for months. That's not how I roll. I don't want these rooms empty for that long. Maybe I keep my rents a little bit extra low for that reason. Maybe I'm putting in a little bit extra anxiety juice, which is not helping much. Really, we want a systems approach here. Scalability and systems. My biggest pain point is figuring out how to scale the actual getting of tenants into the houses. Once they're in there, they're not too much trouble to manage usually, although you've also heard more recently that I have had some tenants. Now granted, this tenant was a bit on the younger side. They were also a referral from a friend, and the only two tenants I've ever had trouble with, believe it or not, were referrals. Don't know, N of 2, not a big sample size here, but that's what we're working with. The only trouble tenants I've ever had were referrals. But that's it. No serious issues. I'm not dealing with squatters or evictions or anything like that. Everything's running relatively smoothly, and for me, this is living the dream. For someone else, maybe they really do need yachts and jets and parties all the time. For me, it's not. It's to be able to spend my time the way I would like. And I'm getting to do that. I'm getting to work on software and study things that I enjoy. And that's where we're at. That's my update. Once again, good, happy Friday morning, homies. I'll talk to you soon. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit subscribe, hit like. Feel free to leave a comment, and I'll get back to you soon. Bye.